I've always been really passionate about public history, and that's the kind of bridge between tourism and museums and kind of the more academic area of history. It's bringing history to the people. Over this past year, I had the opportunity to read Amy Lonetree's Decolonizing Museums, which is published about 10 years ago, and it is about how museums represent Native history. And when I had the opportunity to do the surf, I wanted to see 10 years later, are these trends kind of trickling down into smaller state museums? Because Amy Lonetree looked at like large national museums and to see, are these trends continuing on? How are Virginia museums doing at this? I looked into 6 different museums in Virginia, and I wanted to see how they represented Native history in each of those museums. So I looked at 3 different categories. I looked at 2 tribal museums and cultural centers, 2 historic society museums in the counties surrounding those tribal museums, and then 2 larger, well-funded state museums. I think small museums are really important and really often underrated because in my experience in this research, the smaller museums were the places where these trends and these changes were taking place and happening. I think decolonization is a process. It's not something that happens once and then it's over. It's something that kind of has to continue to happen. You build a framework, and then because museums aren't stagnant, you have to continue to focus on that framework. About halfway through the summer, I realized that the surf project it's 9 weeks, it's 25 pages, around there. And I realized about halfway through that I just had so much to say and so many avenues that I could go down that there was no way I could fit this entire project in 25 pages and into one summer. I think it's kind of an important survey that needs to happen, and I wanted to continue to expand that. Being able to come out and do things like this has allowed me to hone my own personal interests, but also develop skills that I'm going to be able to use to market myself in future job opportunities, grad school applications.